The Federal Reserve, often simply called the Fed, is the central bank of the United States and plays a crucial role in shaping the nation's financial landscape. At the helm of this powerful institution is the Fed chair, a figure whose decisions and statements can send ripples through the entire economy and beyond. The chair's primary tool is the ability to set interest rates, a lever that directly impacts borrowing costs for everything from home mortgages to business loans and even credit cards. By raising rates, the chair can help cool off inflation, making everyday goods and services more affordable over time. Lowering rates, on the other hand, can encourage spending and investment, fueling economic growth and job creation. This balancing act is delicate, and the stakes are high. Families, workers, and business owners all feel the effects. When the Fed adjusts its key rate, banks quickly follow suit, changing what you pay for a home, a car, or even your monthly credit card bill. These decisions can determine whether people can afford to buy a house, start a business, or save for the future. The chair's words are closely watched by investors and financial markets worldwide. Even a hint about future policy can cause stock prices to soar or tumble as markets react to perceived changes in the economic outlook. The influence of the Fed chair extends far beyond U.S. borders. Their decisions can affect international trade, shift currency values, and impact economies around the globe, making this role vital to global financial stability. In times of prosperity or crisis, the Fed chair must navigate complex economic challenges, often under intense public and political scrutiny. Their expertise, judgment, and ability to communicate clearly are essential for maintaining confidence in the economy. That's why the appointment of a Fed chair is one of the most consequential decisions a president can make, shaping not just the U.S. economy, but the financial future of people around the world. The push for a new Federal Reserve chair is rooted in a very public and ongoing clash between President Trump and Jerome Powell, the current Fed chair. Their disagreements have spilled into the spotlight, drawing attention from both Wall Street and Main Street, and raising questions about the future direction of U.S. economic policy. President Trump has repeatedly argued that Powell's policies have kept interest rates unnecessarily high, making it more expensive for businesses and consumers to borrow money. According to Trump, these high rates have put a brake on economic growth, stifling investment and job creation at a time when he believes the economy should be booming. Trump has gone so far as to call for Powell's resignation, insisting that slashing rates could save the U.S. government hundreds of billions of dollars in interest payments on the national debt. He claims that a more aggressive approach to rate cuts would unleash economic potential and help the country compete globally. Powell, who was actually appointed by Trump in 2018, has remained steadfast in his commitment to the Federal Reserve's dual mandate, maintaining stable prices and achieving maximum employment. Despite mounting political pressure, Powell has resisted calls for rapid rate cuts, citing concerns about persistent inflation and the risks of overheating the economy. This standoff has escalated into a high-stakes battle over the future of U.S. monetary policy, with both sides unwilling to back down. The tension between the White House and the Fed has created uncertainty in financial markets and left investors guessing about what comes next. Now, the Trump administration is actively seeking a new chair who will be more closely aligned with the president's vision, someone who is willing to cut rates quickly and aggressively, even if it means risking higher inflation in the short term. The goal is to stimulate growth and keep the economy expanding ahead of the next election cycle. But the search for a new Fed chair isn't just about finding another economist. It's about fundamentally shifting the Federal Reserve's approach to monetary policy and ensuring that the central bank's decisions are more closely aligned with the administration's economic goals and priorities. The outcome of this power struggle will have far-reaching consequences, shaping the economic landscape of the United States for years, if not decades, to come, and influencing everything from interest rates to job growth and the cost of living for millions of Americans. The leading candidate for Fed chair is Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, a figure who has rapidly risen to prominence in the world of American finance and politics. Known for his sharp intellect and decisive leadership style, Bessent has become a central player in shaping the country's economic direction. He's a close Trump ally and a former hedge fund manager with a reputation for both loyalty and strategic thinking. Bessent's relationship with Trump has been instrumental in his ascent, and he's often described as someone who understands both the political and financial worlds. Bessent's background in global macro investing gives him a market-driven perspective, distinct from traditional academic economists. He's spent years navigating the complexities of international markets, making high-stakes decisions that have earned him respect among Wall Street insiders. He's publicly stated, "I will do what the president wants," signaling not just loyalty, but a willingness to implement Trump's preferred policies, especially lower interest rates. This approach could mean a more direct alignment between the White House and the Fed than we've seen in decades. As Treasury Secretary, Bessent has helped shape trade, tax, and debt policy, earning the administration's trust. His influence extends beyond the Treasury as he's played a key role in negotiating with Congress and international partners on critical economic issues. Supporters say his market expertise and alignment with Trump make him uniquely qualified to steer the Fed toward aggressive growth. They argue that his real-world experience could help the central bank respond more quickly to economic challenges and opportunities. Critics, however, worry his close political ties could undermine the Fed's independence, which is vital for market stability. They fear that prioritizing political goals over sound monetary policy could have long-term consequences for the economy. If markets believe the Fed is no longer neutral, volatility could rise and global confidence could waver. Investors and foreign governments alike are watching closely, aware that even small shifts in Fed policy can have worldwide ripple effects. Bessent's nomination would mark a dramatic shift in how the Fed operates, potentially ushering in a new era of central banking that is more closely tied to the executive branch. The stakes for the U.S. and global economies are high, as the world waits to see whether Bessent's leadership will bring stability and growth or new uncertainty to the financial system. The next Fed chair faces a tough landscape in 2025. Interest rates remain high, around 4.25% to 4.5%, to fight inflation, but the economy is strong and unemployment is low. Inflation, at 2.4%, is still above the Fed's 2% target, keeping policymakers cautious about cutting rates. The administration's tariffs, especially on Chinese goods, are raising prices and complicating the Fed's job. Since January, tariffs have climbed, disrupting supply chains and adding uncertainty for businesses and consumers. The national debt has soared past $36 trillion, putting pressure on interest rates and limiting the government's flexibility. The Fed chair's decisions directly affect the cost of servicing this debt, creating a tricky balance between fiscal and monetary policy. Every move will be scrutinized by markets, politicians, and the public. The next chair must navigate inflation, trade tensions, and debt all at once. Scott Bessent's economic philosophy is shaped by his market experience and a belief that the Fed should act quickly to support growth. He argues that real interest rates are too high and that the Fed is behind the curve, risking an unnecessary slowdown. Bessent downplays the inflationary impact of tariffs, pointing to resilient markets and quick recoveries after shocks. He believes the economy can handle aggressive rate cuts without triggering runaway inflation. Bessent warns that waiting too long to cut rates could force the Fed into even bigger moves later, advocating for a proactive approach. This is a sharp contrast to the current Fed's cautious, data-driven style. If appointed, Bessent would likely push for immediate, substantial rate cuts to stimulate growth. His approach prioritizes faster growth over inflation fears, a fundamental shift for the Fed. The consequences of this pivot would be felt across the U.S. and global economies. While Bessent is the frontrunner, other candidates are under consideration. Kevin Warsh, a former Fed governor, is known for his hawkish stance and calls for reform. Kevin Hassett, Trump's economic advisor, could bring academic rigor and political alignment. Internal candidates like Fed Governor Christopher Waller and Vice Chair Michelle Bowman offer continuity but differ in policy leanings. David Malpass, former World Bank president, is another Trump ally with a history of Fed criticism. Each candidate brings a unique mix of experience, ideology, and loyalty. The final choice will signal whether Trump wants dramatic change or a smoother transition. The decision will shape the Fed's direction for years. Despite Trump's calls for Powell's resignation, firing a Fed chair over policy disagreements is nearly impossible. The Federal Reserve Act allows removal only for cause, meaning serious misconduct, not policy disputes. This legal protection is the foundation of the Fed's independence, shielding it from political whims. Powell's term as chair runs until May 2026, and he could remain on the Board of Governors even longer. The president can nominate a new chair when the term ends, but can't simply fire the current one. Trump's public pressure is more about influencing decisions and building a case for change. The Fed's structure is designed to withstand political storms and ensure long-term stability. Ultimately, the president's real power is in appointments, not dismissals. The Fed chair's decisions directly impact your wallet. Higher rates mean more expensive loans for homes, cars, and education. Monthly payments rise and borrowing gets tougher. Lower rates make borrowing cheaper, helping families buy homes and businesses expand, boosting jobs and wages. The Fed's moves also affect your savings. Low rates mean lower returns on safe investments, pushing people toward riskier assets. Stock markets react to the chair's announcements, influencing retirement accounts and pensions. The chair's main goal is stable prices. High inflation erodes your purchasing power, making everyday life more expensive. By keeping inflation in check, the Fed helps protect your savings and financial future. Every decision the chair makes ripples through the economy and your daily life. The next few months will be pivotal for the Fed's future. The Trump administration plans to focus on finding Powell's replacement after Labor Day 2025. Once a nominee is chosen, they'll face tough Senate hearings on their economic views and commitment to Fed independence. Markets will watch closely. If Bessent is nominated, expect anticipation of rapid rate cuts and possible market swings. A more traditional pick could signal continuity and calm investors. The process will be closely watched worldwide as the Fed's decisions affect global trade and financial stability. For Americans, the outcome will shape borrowing costs, job prospects, and savings for years. This isn't just a political appointment, it's a decision that will define the economic landscape. The world is watching as the U.S. chooses its next economic conductor.